Good evening, and thank you for joining us as we highlight some of our amazing teachers in Northside. They are simply the best. They are representing their schools, which selected them as the 2021 Elementary or Secondary Educators of the Year. While this evening's celebration is certainly different from previous year's events, it does not diminish our appreciation and support for these dedicated honorees. Throughout this unprecedented school year, our teachers have risen to every challenge and remained dedicated to their students. And we applaud them. To begin this evening's event, here is Dr. Janice Jordan, Deputy Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction.
Welcome to the 2021 Northside ISD Educators of the Year celebration. This is where we recognize the contributions of our almost 8,000 teachers through the individual campus Educators of the Year. Our teachers are the heart of Northside, and this celebration is a small token of our immense gratitude. We all know that teachers are magical. Through their hard work, late nights, total commitment, and unwavering love, they inspire and encourage all of us to do better and to be better. That has always been true, but is especially so given this unprecedented year. We salute and honor you and are forever thankful for the difference you make every day in our community.
And now, to bring remarks on behalf of the Northside Board of Trustees, Board President Dr. Carol Harl.
Good evening. My name is Carol Harl. I cannot express in words how much it means to be here to honor your incredible achievements. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, your biggest fans, we thank and celebrate you. We are truly sad and sorry we cannot be with you in person to present this award. We really do give great hugs and warm handshakes, but know that you have our hearts. I hope you know it's no accident you're being honored tonight. Your colleagues chose you for the choices you made on a daily basis, for the choices you made that allowed them to see, hear, and feel your hard work with and for our students. We thank and celebrate you for choosing to turn towards our students when it could have been easier to get by, for choosing to embrace the changes and challenges and go above and beyond for our students, for choosing to be the best role model for our students and providing them a safe and engaging place to go every day, especially when the world around them was coming apart. Thank you for choosing to be an educator that makes those around you better as well. You deserve this award. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We love you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Harl. Before we introduce you to each of our honorees, here's a message from our superintendent, Dr. Brian Woods.
Welcome to our Educator of the Year ceremony. Of all school years ever, this seems like the one in which all educators should be recognized. You have persevered, innovated, worried about yourself and the children you serve more than ever before. As we near the end of what most of us would say is the most difficult year of our careers, it is important to recognize excellence. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Next year promises to be different and better. While we won't return to exactly what school looked like in February of 2020, we will return to more normalcy and, my hope, a real sense of better. We talk a lot about our successes as a district, and there are many. However, I'm careful to say that it is about the culture and the people. Our culture is about putting student interests above all else. That culture is also directly tied to our ability to attract and retain the very best educators. That is what sets us apart. Tonight, our goal is to recognize some of our most outstanding people. One of the aspects of our organization that builds a positive, sustainable culture and helps us attract and retain great people is the stability and professionalism of our Board of Trustees. Whenever you see them, please help me thank these volunteers who work so hard on our behalf and on behalf of Northside students. Before I close, I'd like to thank a group who is well represented in the lives of these outstanding educators we recognize tonight. This work is a whole family commitment. please help me thank spouses, children, grandchildren, and parents, without whom we would not be as successful as we are. Please don't let anyone tell you differently. Teaching has been and still is the most impactful profession on the future of a city, a state, and a nation. The quality of teaching in schools is the best predictor of the trajectory of a community. That was true before the pandemic, and it will be after. Thank you for the work you do for Northside students and families, and know that what you do positively impacts our society for generations to come. Thank you for being with us tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Woods, for those inspiring words. It is my honor to highlight each of our deserving first-year and veteran Educators of the Year. Stephen Garcia, Bernal Middle School. Antonia Alderete, Briscoe Middle School. Kim Wong, Folks Middle School. Stephanie Collazo, Garcia Middle School. Ninfa Alicia Morales, Hobby Middle School. Kate Foreman, Home Green Middle School. Catherine Rodriguez, Jefferson Middle School. Myrna Martinez, Jones Middle School. Daniela Quintanilla, Jordan Middle School. John Davis, Luna Middle School. Natalie Cuellar, Neff Middle School. Jamie Salazar, Pease Middle School. Anna Claire Nolan, Rawlinson Middle School. Abigail Pruitt Campbell, Rayburn Middle School. Alexandra Lyons, Ross Middle School. Jessica Lay, Rudder Middle School. David Carr, Stevenson Middle School. Zachary Adair, Stinson Middle School. Leah Whitaker, Vale Middle School. Chris Paez, Zachary Middle School. Sandra Rivera, Brandeis High School. Alexis Flores, Brennan High School. Megan Lowe, Clark High School. Nicole Alsman, Harlan High School. Kirsty Wilbur, Health Careers High School. Nicholas Martinez, Holmes High School. Brandy Dudley, J High School. Adrienne Kaga, John Jay Science and Engineering Academy. Carly Harris, Marshall High School. Talia Ruiz, Northside Alternative High School. Donato Rodriguez III, Stevens High School. Rachel Ayala, Taft High School. Sarah De Leon, Warren High School. Maria Ray, Bernal Middle School. Jessica Lapitte, Briscoe Middle School. Samantha Fish, Conley Middle School. Patrick Lawson, Folks Middle School. Lisa Pollitt, Garcia Middle School. Heather Tribble, Hobby Middle School. Sharon Chin, Jefferson Middle School. Juan Solorzano, Jones Middle School. Vanessa Eichler, Jordan Middle School. April Villarreal, Luna Middle School. Melody Grace Ramos, Neff Middle School. Yvette Martinez, Pease Middle School. Michelle Bunn, Rollinson Middle School. Corrine Garcia, Rayburn Middle School. Melissa Cornelius Fry, Nellie Reddick Center. Aaron Sosa, Ross Middle School. Brittany Vandergrift, Rudder Middle School. Cynthia Glover, Stevenson Middle School. Paige Fossmeyer, Stinson Middle School. Angela O'Brien, Vale Middle School. Leslie Ortiz, Zachary Middle School. Amanda Hamilton, Brandeis High School. Vanessa Martinez, Brennan High School. Emily Raw, Clark High School. Ethan Koch, Communications Arts High School. James Lauder, Construction Careers Academy. Marvin Jimenez, Harlan High School. Diana Johnston, Health Careers High School. Keith Robinson, Holmes High School. Miguel Mendez, Home Green Center. John Gunderson, Jay High School. Luis Rivera, John Jay Science and Engineering Academy. Rebecca Hazelwood, Marshall High School. Emmanuel Hernandez, Marshall Law and Medical Services. Lauren Smith Mojica, Northside Alternative High School. James Hamrick, Insight. Jennifer Kane, O'Connor High School. Xenia Bayardo, Stevens High School. Pamela Maldonado, Taft High School. Evelyn Pineda Mican, Warren High School. Congratulations again to all of our campus secondary educators and first-year secondary educators of the year. We will now announce our district winners. The district's secondary first-year educator of the year and the district's secondary educator of the year for both middle school and high school. It will also include the announcement of the district's award nominee for the Trinity Prize. District winners will be presented with a beautiful award at their campus, along with a check for either $250 or $500 in recognition of their award. While we are not together to celebrate with you, we applaud your achievement and look forward to recognizing you in person soon. As a first-year teacher during a global pandemic, our honoree knows the importance of flexibility, developing a safe and nurturing environment, and building a community of learners. This educator strives to create meaningful lessons that encourage her students to make real-world connections and be comfortable enough to take risks in their learning. Success isn't defined solely by academics, but by ensuring students have the social and emotional support necessary to thrive. Sometimes that means memes, recreating viral TikTok challenges, and even a face full of stickers. This teacher will do whatever it takes to engage students. Please help me congratulate Northside's 2021 First-Year Middle School Educator of the Year, Alexandra Lyons. Miss Lyons is a math teacher at Ross Middle School. Her academic dean jokes that she's just pretending to be a first-year teacher. However, teaching is in Alexandra's genes. Her mother was a longtime NISD teacher, and Alexandra realized her own passion for teaching while serving as a math tutor at her mother's campus. It is only the beginning of her NISD career, but clearly she is already leaving a lasting impression on both the students and staff at Ross Middle School. Finding relevancy, show meaning, and capture their interest. It's a tall order for any new teacher, but even more challenging when your subject would have been a hands-on lab course. But with a positive attitude, a new level of adaptability, and a commitment to building relationships with students and preparing them for the future, this educator has managed to find the silver lining in a virtual world of learning. Although she's focused on the present, she's also preparing for the day students come back to school, hoping to provide them as many hands-on experiences and real-world connections to learning as she can. Let's congratulate Northside's 2021 First-Year High School Educator of the Year, Kirsty Wilbur. She's a health science, career, and technical education teacher at Health Careers High School. Kirsty actually started teaching in the middle of last school year, just before our school buildings closed. Talk about an introduction. Teaching isn't her first profession. She worked for 7 years in a medical lab as a cytogenetic technologist. She calls it a dream come true to now teach and share her medical science background and bring relevancy and meaning to her students. This year's middle school honoree knows every child has a different learning journey, but wants them all to have opportunities to demonstrate what they know. They want students to take chances, learn how to persevere when it gets tough, and feel accepted, no matter their background or circumstances. This educator wants all students to feel loved, to know that their teacher is still there for them, whether they are in person or virtual learners. That's why she volunteers for campus initiatives that support the whole child, including nutritional support through the food bank. And though some may think this teacher's students should not engage in the same work as their general education peers, this teacher believes they deserve equitable education opportunities and will exceed expectations when given the chance and the support. Please congratulate Northside's 2021 Middle School Educator of the Year, Corrine Garcia. Corrine is a special education, applied English language arts teacher at Rayburn Middle School. She's been teaching at Rayburn since 2007 and says that even though what and how she teaches has changed, why she teaches has remained the same. She wants her children to dream more, believe in themselves, and have the skills they need to succeed. Our next honoree has had to find innovative ways to engage students during this challenging school year. This educator knows students must feel valued and secure in order to be ready to learn. Lessons are created to allow students to be successful at their own pace, regardless of their learning environment. When students have struggled at home, this educator works with parents on individualized plans and behavioral and coping strategies. This educator isn't just focused on preparing students to graduate. He helps develop a master plan for each scholar, as he calls them, as they transition out of high school and into the real world. This includes collaboration between the school, families, and community resources. Our honoree is a leader on his campus, serving on the PBIS committee, mentoring first-year teachers, and presenting professional development that incorporates research and best practices for working with students at different developmental capacities. Please congratulate Northside's 2020 High School Educator of the Year, Miguel Mendez. Miguel is a special education teacher at the Holmgreen Center. He is an NISD graduate, and before earning his teaching degree, he worked as an instructional assistant at Langley Elementary School. He said it changed his life, and he discovered his passion for teaching. He says he educates scholars, but very few have the privilege of teaching, and he will do whatever it takes for them to grow in their own special way. We will now announce the district's nominee for the Trinity Prize. This year's Trinity Prize nominee knows the importance of building relationships and helping students grow as leaders. They understand that students are more engaged when they feel safe, when they feel like they belong. They create lessons that encourage conversation among peers and provide choices so students feel connected to their work and have the confidence to achieve their academic goals. This educator's work encompasses their whole campus and extends to a group he spearheads for male students who are on the verge of having behavioral issues or simply need a father figure in their lives. The motto of the group is, "Be a leader on campus and in the community." Their leader exemplifies that motto as a role model for the young men of character. And tonight, we honor him with the district's highest teaching honor. Please congratulate Gustavo Trevino, Northside's 2021 nominee for the Trinity Prize for Excellence in Teaching. He is an 8th grade communication applications teacher at Neff Middle School. Mr. Trevino believes in showing students opportunities they aren't aware of in order to learn how to fit in and contribute to the community. He knows this helps add to their self-worth and purpose. His classroom includes murals that he painted of leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Cesar Chavez. Mr. Trevino strives to support his students as they build on the dreams they have for themselves and the dreams that they have yet to realize. Thank you to all of you for helping make this evening special for all of these amazing educators. Have a wonderful evening.